Sports talk, turn it up, tap in. South Coast sound, let the talk begin. Boston roots, local pride. Real fans talking, no place to hide. Wins and losses, highs and lows. Draft day buzz, trade rumors flow. Game nights, debates get loud. Unfiltered takes for a loyal crowd. From youth field to the big leagues. History, headlines, hard to smoke, yeah. No scripts here, just straight talk, press play now. Bubba White Sports Talk. Bubba White Sports Talk. Bubba White Sports Talk. Bubba White Sports Talk. Bubba White Sports Talk.
World Cup is here. You guys excited?
Super excited. Super excited. I do love the World Cup.
Yeah, honestly, I know soccer isn't here in this country like in some countries. I mean, in areas of this country, in this city in particular, there's a ton of interest in the World Cup. But you know, we as a group, as you know, is soccer something we watch all the time? Personally, I do. But to me, it's the meaning and stuff is a little different.
Well, I tried to watch the Champions League final game today.
Today.
But I didn't. I got to watch just like a little bit.
Yeah, it started early. It started kind of early.
Yeah.
So to me, I'm a big Porto fan. Let him know.
Porto. Who won, baby?
So, but
Hey, they won the league this year.
I know, of course they did. But the meaning to me is me and my dad. You know, it's always been me and my dad kind of thing. So, like, just want to get into the World Cup, and as we get even closer, which it's only 2 weeks away, I'd like to get somebody in here that might be able to get in depth into it a little more than we might be able to. But as people who grew up in the South Coast, that would you always soccer was always here. Soccer was always around. More here probably than other parts of the country as a kid, even. But ultimately, where do you guys really think Portugal? I don't even want to say chances are because they have a chance. Am I wrong when I say that? Right. Ultimately, if you, I know you guys, you told me you looked at, you know what I mean? You did some research on it. What's your opinion? What's your opinion? I'll actually, you know what? I'll go first on this one. So to me, I would say, the team itself, depth wise, I'm Portuguese, but this could be the deepest team Portugal's ever thrown out there. We had a team back in, I don't know.
2016 when they won the Euros.
Yeah, no, even before that, they had the golden team when um Figo was on it. Rui Costa was on. Like it was just it was
Okay, when Figo was like talking about the end of his career.
Yeah, towards the end.
I mean, I know I was in high school when he was on.
It was.
That would have been like 01.
I always suck with dates. I just remember it was called like the golden era of Portuguese soccer, where there was just that group. This team is deeper to me. It's deeper. The coach, the head coach, manager, whatever you want to call him, like some of the moves he made. You know, when they're picking teams, there's always controversy. It's like in any other, last cut day of NFL, but he's taken 4 goalies. Never in the history of.
That's interesting.
Yeah, why would you take a 4th goalie and lose out on a Owen? Because the rosters are limited. It shocked me. There's a couple other guys and people out there. You could come back at me with this, but a guy like Nelson Semedo, is he World Cup caliber anymore? As I'm going down this list, Samu, great little player. But ultimately, there's enough on this team. There's, I think Portugal, the biggest problem they're gonna have is consistency on beating good teams in consecutive games. You know what I mean? Because they've always tended to play well, not play well, play well. It's one of those back and forth things. And in a tournament like this, unfortunately, especially as you get further along, you start running into where there's potential for them if it goes the right way, where they could face, I think it's back to back to back, where they would face Spain, and the last two would be Spain and then France or Argentina. Just that back to back. It's something that is to be said, I guess. Well, so give me your opinion. Ultimately, what do you think about the Portuguese team and the whole tournament itself?
All right. So, as somebody who doesn't have as much knowledge about soccer as you, I'll be pretty general, but
I don't know much either, honestly.
I have opinions. I used to be big into soccer. Me and my boys used to play FIFA all the time.
Did we
There was
ever
a point-
find out what team he liked, the Portuguese? Did we ever ask?
No, knowing him though, it probably wouldn't be anything else than green though.
Hey! I mean, I'll support Porto, bro.
Is that
Of course,
in
I
your
know your
heart?
team.
Be honest.
Yeah, no, I
You're a
like I
Portugal
said,
guy?
yeah, hell yeah.
All right, all right.
You cheer for him, I cheer for him. I'm with you. But like I said, we used to play a lot of FIFA, so there was a point I had a David Villa jersey, I had an Angel Di Maria jersey. I was in. Like I love soccer, man. We saw Ronaldo play in Philly. It was at Lincoln Financial.
Oh
They
wow,
played
that's
the Philadelphia
something, man.
Union.
That I've never been
It
able
was
to
cool,
do.
man.
He's really
Ronaldo was
good.
incredible to watch in person. I was wearing a Ricardo Kaká jersey. Like I was into it for a while. I feel like, just looking as a sports gambler in me at the odds, Portugal's the sixth best odds to win, right? That's pretty good considering out of everyone. I'm a big storyline guy. I like Ronaldo a lot more. I like Messi. I always favor
I knew I liked
Ronaldo.
this
I
kid.
always favor Ronaldo.
I knew
in
I
that-
liked
in
this
that
kid.
debate, okay, Messi's great, but Ronaldo's better. Um, it was cool to see Messi win, no matter how that looked, him in the shootout against Mbappe. Like that was a crazy finish to the World Cup. I would love to see that kind of moment this year for Ronaldo.
Oh,
He's 41 years old. You don't think he's gonna have. I mean, this is probably his last one, right? Is he gonna? Maybe he could do it at 45.
I mean,
That's
there's
incredible.
no way he does.
well, again, no.
There's
No way.
But so it would be an awesome storyline. Like I look at some of the other favorites, the teams like France with Mbappe. I know they're
Look.
great. Like Spain's the favorite right now. England,
Spain
Brazil.
is probably the most talented team.
Typical teams that I remember being great from back
Always.
then. The Neymars in Brazil,
Mm.
Argentina. I was always a Uruguay guy because that's what I played with in FIFA.
Oh,
It's fun.
that's the other team that Portugal before Spain could run into.
Uruguay.
Spain, Argentina, or in order to win the.
Well, I'm fully going to support Portugal this year, and if you think they're deep, I think it would be great to see Ronaldo win one. So I'm going to back them, and I do get into the World Cup, man. When the games are on, it's fun to do pools with your friends and like get into it. Like I love watching.
It is.
I
It is
respect the hell
something.
out of. It's incredible watching them play.
It
It,
is.
it,
It is.
really is. So.
Let me put it to you this way: a different type of question in the sense of you're Portugal, you're their manager, and you know what Ronaldo has been and is to this point, how old he is, just who Ronaldo is. Do you feel that, or what do you think? Let me put it to you this way: what do you think about him starting as opposed to maybe coming in off the bench? How do you feel about that determination with him? With again a guy like Gonzalo Ramos that would start if Ronaldo is not there, and as we all just saw, Gonzalo Ramos, a part of that PSG team that just won. So it ain't like the guy that's going to play isn't caliber, isn't striker, isn't a very, very good player. So how do you feel about that? I know it's kind of thrown at you a little bit. So
No, I just think you have to know. That's where you have to make sure you have the right manager, right? So you have to know the team that you picked, and if you're gonna have him start, you're gonna have to know that the guy who you're gonna put in for him can come in without having a lot of gameplay and be able to affect the game in a short amount of time, right?
rhythm wise,
Or
rhythm wise.
if you don't have that guy, you have to have a conversation, which I'm not saying this would go well either, but you have to have a conversation
yeah,
with Cristiano and be like,
that's
hey, this guy, where you are in your career, whatever, we think you can help you. Obviously, you want to be on the team. We want you on the team, but we think you're most effective for us if we have this guy start where he has a long run to help us in this first 75% of the
Right,
game.
right.
But then you come in at the end.
So
Yeah, that
imagine,
depends on the manager.
right? So now imagine being Roberto Martinez,
Yeah,
as
yeah.
the manager,
Yeah.
and you come up to Cristiano Ronaldo and have to tell him that.
Not happening. It's not happening.
I mean, you have
So
to do
that's
it.
so I guess that's what it comes down to is where people
Eventually, you have to do it as
well,
somebody does, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
maybe not.
maybe not.
There are some guys that you know, like, hey, listen, if he wants to be on this team, he's going to be on this team. And if he wants to start, he's going to start. And
Right.
no one's really going to put that foot down. If no one's going to put that foot down in the hierarchy of
Has to be Roberto
Portugal-
Martinez.
no, I think it has to even go like there are people probably above him.
Um,
They have to say, hey, listen,
right
not
now,
gonna happen.
right now there might not be just because
No,
of the
that's
money they
no,
paid
that's what
him.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
There's no one that's going to do that. I don't
Right.
think it's him.
He-
right? So,
Yeah, I get what you're saying, but
Yeah.
it has to be
it-
if that's what they want to do.
no, right. But I don't know if that's the setup that they have. I
And
just don't.
and just so you all know, I'm not necessarily saying him coming off the bench is the right move.
no,
I'm just looking at it. To me, I think that's the way I would try to lead. As much as, man, in my life, I've been so lucky, and I say it all the time. To my two biggest love, like sports wise, and I used to be a big Bruins fan. I keep bringing that up of the Bruins, but Tom Brady and Cristiano Ronaldo.
That's greatness, man.
Yeah, and that's like
I'm
it's
not
been.
saying- the one thing I was just thinking of,
greatness.
though, talking about the whole Cristiano Ronaldo thing. So, do you not think that there's enough experience? Like a lot of this team has been together. For a
Oh,
while.
100%.
So, is there not enough experience in that room where whether it's Bruno Fernandez, whether it's Bernardo Silva, right, or even a guy like Nuno Mendes, Vitinha, and none of those guys go up to him and say, "Hey, we want you on the team. You're going to help us win. This stuff. We've played with you long enough
Yeah.
that we think it's better, right? If Roberto Martinez wants Ramos to start, we as a group think
I think as a group, I get what you're saying. If the group came together and
But do you even think they have that?
there's none of them.
So
Maybe like Bernardo and Bruno Fernandez, maybe because they're now like
didn't Bruno just win Player of the Year in the Premier League? I think
he won.
Or at
He
least
broke the
was-
record for assists in
Okay,
the
yeah,
season,
yeah.
but he didn't win another award. He did.
he
He
won.
might have, right? So Bruno is probably their best player right now. I'm gonna be honest with
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Those other two kids, Vitinha and João Neves, they can't go to Ronaldo right now. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I said that's why I said it as a group.
They're up and
No, I know. That's why I
and,
said
and
it.
Ronaldo
It's
might
like,
be at a point where
they all
he
come
sees
together and
it.
say, "Hey, listen, the young guys plus the older guys are coming to me and saying, I would expect Vitinha to do it by himself.
He might.
I didn't, and that's why I said I just made it.
I get it. Yeah.
Other guys have come from too, like maybe
Dude, I'm looking down this whole list. The only guys that I could see even attempting to talk to him. You know who else might be?
And here's the thing: they might feel the opposite. They might say, "No, we want him to start and play."
And that could be the best thing for them as well.
Right.
I don't know enough about their system and about how it works. But again, I wouldn't mind seeing Ronaldo come off the bench at the end of the game, fresh. But the one thing is you look at the end of these games where he's playing, he still seems like he's in better shape than all the kids half his age out there, which is incredible.
Well, I don't think the issue with him has ever been the shape he's in.
Yeah.
I just think at a certain age, your body just doesn't move the way you used to be able to,
right.
especially in a game like
Sure.
soccer. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's not like baseball where you can be 40 years old and
DH.
even if you don't swing the bat the same, you can still swing it well enough.
Yeah,
and that,
yeah.
right.
Yep.
With
Yep.
soccer, whether it's how you move your foot, how you position yourself, how you're seeing the ball come in certain angles, like you might be like, man, I can't jump as
He-
high, or I
He
can't.
was tremendous at those
there was
headers.
just-
There was. Have you seen
he's-
some of the stills
Eyes.
where he's here above the guy in front of him?
Yeah.
To-
That's so there's just your body just doesn't move the same,
Right.
even if you're
Did you
the
see
best
that?
athlete
You see
in the world.
that?
When I was at the game, man, it was a shot that he didn't even score. It was like a bicycle kick almost, but it was like sideways, and he just missed the net,
Ah.
and it hit the thing in the back barrier, and the sound was like an explosion. It was the coolest non-goal I've ever seen.
Man,
The guy
He's-
is so good. I was
He
like,
was,
wow, that was freaky.
he was amazing. Again, in my life, I'm lucky as a Portugal fan and very Patriots fan to witness arguably two of the best at their sport ever. Two of the greatest athletes ever.
That World Cup to it, bro.
Oh, that would be amazing. That would just kind of, I would have probably, yeah, I would have seen all my teams.
Portugal has gone in the favor is their group.
Oh, they're lucky. They are lucky.
I mean,
But knowing them, it's weird because sometimes the way they freaking play, dude.
no, I know.
That Colombia game, you'll fucking tie them,
Yeah,
and,
right.
and then that team
They'll
does
upset
the
the
other
upset
way.
first.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it screws them.
No,
you know?
but what I'm saying is, at least from the outside, when you're entering it and you're trying to talk about like Portugal's chances, it's like, well, at least when you look at their group, you don't look at it as they're not like a group of death.
All I gotta say is, Portugal vai ganhar essa merda, caralho.
Nah, just keep
I just
I gotta-
sorry. I apologize to all of you out there,
Yeah.
but again, soccer fans, soccer fans,
a quote or something.
we should get like a 508 sports talk watch party for one of these Portugal games. Actually, I'll be I might be in bed for the. Are you going away again?
I've been, training from June 16th to July 2nd.
This guy always fighting for his country.
Yeah.
Always.
Let's not go too far.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? No
Well,
priorities, bud.
More like a camping trip.
Yeah, priorities, bud.
Listen, I'll FaceTime in or something, right? Yeah. I'll be in my tent, my one person tent that's just enough for me to like lay down in, and I'll just like, hey guys.
Yeah, God bless you, bro.
Yeah.
All right, so World Cup coming soon. Let's go Portugal. I know some of you out there might not be Portugal fans, but
No one's perfect.
no one's perfect.